just a casual 83 DM requests. This is what happens, whoa. Wait, bring it in. This is what happens when I don't check my DMs for 4 hours. You guys are insane. I wish there was something to tell me how many DMs I got exactly every single day. It's by far over 300 at this point. But what's going on, everyone? Hayden here, coming back at you with the brand new video. And in this one, you already know, if you've been following the last couple videos, we're in a Facebook ad series. This is part 3. And I'm gonna be diving in depth for you guys on how to break down your campaign, analyze what's working, kill what's not working, build off of what is, and how to scale those ads. If you haven't already, I'd appreciate it if you join the family by hitting that nice link and subscribe button down below and drop a like on the video if you enjoy. And I think we're gonna get through everything in this video. I don't think there's gonna need to be a part 4 in this specific series. Obviously there's gonna be more Facebook videos to come, but I wanna get into the content that's really relevant and focused around Black Friday, Cyber Monday, we got Thanksgiving, Christmas is right around the corner. All that stuff is super relevant this time of the year. So we got a ton of content coming for you guys as always, so be sure to hit that little notification bell down below. I see you notification gang in the comments, I appreciate that. So with that being said, I think that's about everything. Let's jump inside of my computer. Okay, so now that we're inside of here, you guys saw in the last video where we actually went through and built out the campaign, and I said that we build multiple ad sets, okay? We went through and did that. I showed you guys exactly how to, first of all, create the initial campaign with the one ad set inside of it, and then how to duplicate it and what you should be changing with each duplicate thereafter, okay? So what we're gonna be doing now, let's just assume that you've had this running for 2 to 3 days, okay? You launch a couple different ad sets, right? Structuring it exactly like how we talked about. And again, you guys, there's multiple ways to do Facebook ads. This mini series is just covering one method. It's one of my personal favorites as of right now, but there are a lot of ways to do it. So using the breakdown tab, let me show you exactly what I'm breaking down first of all, because there's a ton of different categories and you gotta keep it simple, right? I'm not gonna try and overcomplicate this. I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm looking for and how I build everything. Okay, so let's jump over to my Facebook ad manager. Again, you guys, this is just an old ad account. Right here, you said it's flagged. I know we mentioned that in video 1. So let's just back up here. You go to the initial campaign level, right? Select the campaign you want, so it's highlighted, and then go to the ad set level for that. Right here, if you have multiple ad sets, you'll have to just click on it and select it so that it's highlighted, because you have to do that for each individual ad set. Then you can go here, right? Hit this breakdown tab, and you get all these different options. Now, back to this Google Doc. These are the 3 that I'm looking for. Age and gender. I want to see what age range is doing well. Right? Remember, we go broad, 18 to 65 plus with those initial ad sets just to see what does better. This is when we actually dive in and see what does better. Okay, and as for the gender, if it's applicable, you're gonna just put it for one gender, right? If you're doing like a women's clothing product, then you're only gonna put women. If not, you know, if it could technically be used for both, you'll wanna do both male and female, because sometimes the one you think is gonna not do as well does better than the other one. So that's why we look at both, and then you just hit this age and gender one. A lot of people get confused because there's age and then a separate one that says gender. Just do the one right under it that's both. We're not actually going to be able to see it unfortunately inside of here because these were not actual ads that ran. So age and gender, it's basically going to give you a breakdown of every single age bracket as well as the gender, showing you all the results from it. Okay, which age bracket got you X amount of clicks? Did it get you add to carts? If so, how many? How many sales? You can go through and break all of that down. So to keep this really simple, we look at that. If, you know, like I talked about, the top 5 main English-speaking countries, which would be the US, the UK, Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. You can go through in here in the breakdown tab and select country if that's applicable, right? If you went through and tested multiple countries. You would do that there and it would give you all the information, all the data. And again, you guys, this is really simple stuff, but I wanted to go through and make this series to just kind of, I guess, put it all in one place, right? We're not diving fully 100% on everything, but this is the basis outline and this is really how I'm structuring all my stuff. You're like, wow, that's easy, that's stupid. Exactly. Okay, it's really just gonna be a matter of coinciding all these different things and the strategy we're using with a good product. And I mean, every little thing, right? People are like, oh, that's simple. Yeah, but you have to line up all these little variables. The ad copy, the right emojis, the right pictures, the right targeting, right? Let's say you have something that's break even and you have 6 interests with an arrow. Well, maybe you might not know this right now, but if you wanna get it really profitable, you gotta knock off 2 of those interests and add a completely different one. So it really does get complicated down to that level of stuff on how to optimize these, okay? And so we're gonna be doing, the next thing we're gonna look at is platform and device, okay? This is one that's my personal favorite because I'm very curious to see exactly what platform and where people's attention is when it comes to this product. So if we jump back over to the Facebook ad manager here, you're gonna be able to see down here, platform and device, not placement and device, platform, okay? This is gonna mean, you know, like we said in when we were editing the placements, okay? It's gonna be Facebook or Instagram. You can see all of those, and from there it's gonna show you, was it iPad, iPod, I don't even know who uses iPods anymore, but some people do, clearly. You'll be able to see that in your data. iPhones, was it Android? Was it laptop? Was it desktop? Was it mobile? You can see all those different factors inside of there with platform and device. So you'll definitely want to break it down by that. And you guys, based on all those variables and what was working, then you would go either build another campaign for the same product, or you would add a new ad set. Super simple. So inside of it, remember, one campaign equals one product. Think of it like that. It's super, super simple. So then you're gonna literally, like I said, let's just call it 10, right? That's the example I use, 10 units of measure, whatever it is. Facebook's spending money in 10 different places. Only 2 or 3 of those are really effective. So what you wanna do right off the bat is kick out all the crap that wasn't working and just double down on what was, right? You're gonna get a lower cost per action, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. If you go broad and then you look at the data and narrow it down, build another ad set based on that, I guarantee you it will be lower. And you just want to keep building off of that, right? I don't just do that on my first ad set. I'll look at the second, really identify once it's spent more money and really had some time to, I guess, marinate, right? It's gone through, it's spent money. And Facebook itself is smart. It's gonna kind of pick up on what's doing better, and it's gonna deploy a little bit more capital in that direction. Okay, so Facebook does do that for you. But you need to test fast and fail fast. I always tell new people I hire this, look, I tell them straight to their face on the phone. I'm like, I hire fast and I fire fast. I'll give you 2 weeks. I'll pay you twice, 2 weeks. If you suck, you don't bring value or don't bring me an ROI that's worth keeping you on board, if it doesn't make financial sense, you're done. It's the same thing with these campaigns. If it's not making sense within like 2 to 3 days, it's done, okay? You need to look at why it wasn't working and either change something very fast or get rid of it. It's the KISS method. You guys ever heard this? What does that stand for? Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, you guys. I don't want to overcomplicate things. I never wanted to do that, and that's not my goal or my plan with this. I'm not trying to make you feel like this is some completely, oh my God, whoa, some difficult thing, and then sell you the solution. That's not what it is. This is easy. It's simple. It's not easy. It's simple. Okay, there's just a lot that goes into it, and it can be overwhelming. That's the point of this content every single day on the channel. Slowly kill all that overwhelmingness, or whatever the word would be, you know? And now you guys, as for scale, I did want to touch on this because some people were asking it, mostly in the Facebook group, which by the way, I'm gonna leave that link down below if you guys haven't gotten in there. Completely free, we got almost 5,000 people now, which is insane. So definitely jump inside of there. But so a lot of people were asking about scaling. How do you scale something that's working? How do you know something's working? First of all, you'll know when something's working. What I consider something to be working, break even. And the reason for this is I don't need to make money to know it's working. If something's break even, now I know for a 100% fact there's an audience who's interested and they're willing to buy. I just need to get that more refined. So what I usually end up doing is I'll go down to this breakdown tab again, go back through, look at exactly what was working. And if something's break even, that's typically my cue to see, okay, it was probably the interest. Let's take all this data, the age and gender, the platform and device, if it's applicable, the country, build more and more ad sets just with completely different interests. That's what I'll do. Okay, once it's, I guess, a little bit profitable or break even. Okay, I keep testing with it. And from there, if something's making you money, right, you're making profit, you want to start spending more so that you'll make more. What do? This is how I do it. There's a lot of people with a lot of different ways to do it. This is simply how I do it. I'll go back over here to the ad set level. Right here, you hit duplicate. Don't change anything until you duplicate it. Duplicate that ad. Raise the budget from $5 a day to 10, okay? Watch this. Go from $5 a day to 10. Super simple. So duplicate it and change the duplicate. Then this is what most people don't do. This is what I do. Go back and you can change this original one. Edit it. Typically when you edit a campaign, an ad set, whatever that's already running, it's really gonna mess with the results. That's why you wanna duplicate it first so that you have a fresh duplicate, right? It hasn't been ruined. So go duplicate that, spend more on the duplicate, and then come back and edit and change the original one. The reason I do that, I'm not gonna say 9 times out of 10, about 7 or 8 times out of 10, I'll end up coming back and killing the original just because it will not do well. The price per purchase, cost per add to cart, whatever, cost per result is gonna go way, way up. That's just because when you change something that's already running, that's what happens. That's what Facebook does, and that's fine. Okay, that's why we have the duplicate. But sometimes, you know, it's not even a rare case. Sometimes it does do well. Sometimes that cost doesn't go up and it works. Sometimes both of them work, both the duplicate and the original. That's great. Usually I would just keep them both running. And then from there you can continue to increase the budget on what's already working. Once something is past about $10 a day, you can raise it about 20% a week. That's typically what I'm comfortable with, and that's why I want to get the cost up per day and how much it's spending as fast as possible. Now, I do want to give you a little bonus that I didn't plan on talking about. That is lifetime budget. A lot of people don't talk about this. Instead of setting a daily budget, let's say $10 a day. How much are you going to spend in a month if you're setting it at $10 a day? You're going to spend $300. So wouldn't you rather just go set a lifetime budget for $300? What's the difference? If you have a $10 a day budget, Facebook's going to spend $10 every single day. That's just what they're going to do. They want to make money, they want to spend your money, okay? That's their goal. But if it's a lifetime budget, now it forces them to use it more efficiently and more effectively. You know, one day they might spend $27, one day they might only spend $4.83. You really don't know, okay? That's one thing that I would definitely work on testing once it's already profitable. Do that on top of what's already working with a daily budget. Don't switch an original. Don't kill the original. Test both and just go from there. Consistently look at the data. I'm a very logical person, very, very practical as well. I look at the numbers. I'm not gonna do anything if it's not backed up by numbers. So guys, it's really not crazy difficult. That's what I do when it comes to scaling. Obviously it is important. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of people, especially inside the Facebook group, they had something that was working and they scaled it the wrong way and not at the right time, too fast, with too much money, whatever, and they killed what was working. You don't wanna have that happen to you, trust me, you don't. It sucks. Terrible feeling because sometimes you can't really get back into the flow. That product that was working with the campaign, you might try and rebuild the original one, but it might not hit as well. So it does happen, you gotta be careful, you gotta know what you're doing. You guys, do let me know. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys wanna see. I don't think we're gonna be making a part 4 on this series. I'm gonna kinda wrap it up here because I do wanna get into all the content like I mentioned in the beginning for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and just into quarter 4. You know, we're in the end of the year. It's the most profitable time of the year, so hope you guys are making bands, having a lot of fun. It's definitely a beautiful time to be testing and getting started with e-commerce or scaling what you already have. And with that being said, you guys, we post every single day on this channel, so I'll be seeing you tomorrow in the next one. Peace.